Bentar. Jangan nyanyi dulu. Belum juga mulai. So, kita dari
Linguistic Division.
Aku Sarah.
Aku Naura.
Aku Sabita. Aku Nadia.
Aku Kansa. Dan aku Naila.
Kita mau ngenalin proker terbaru linguistik yaitu
Stok.
Jadi, stok itu apa sih, Nay?
Jadi, stok itu kepanjangan dari Story Back Before Bed yang bakal kita laksanain seminggu sekali sebagai pengantar tidur kalian.
Sebelum masuk ke ceritanya, kita harus ngucapin selamat dulu gak sih?
Buat siapa tuh?
Buat siapa ya, No?
Emang ada yang baru?
Ada gak sih? Ada gak, Bit?
Siapa ya?
Angkatan 3 gak sih?
Oh iya, Angkatan 3.
Ada Angkatan 3.
Angkatan 3? Hah? 1, 2, 3.
Welcome third generation.
This is the tale of the Frog Prince, a Grimm's fairy tale. Disney's adaptation is titled The Princess and the Frog. Once upon a time, there was a princess. Many a suitor came to the palace to win her hand in marriage. But it seemed to the princess that each one of them looked at her without really seeing her at all. They act like there's nothing more to a princess than her fine crown and royal dresses, she said to herself with a frown. One afternoon, after one of these visits, the princess thought, "Sometimes I wish I were little again." She found her favorite ball from childhood, the one that sparkled when she threw it up high to the sun. She took the ball to the palace yard and threw it higher and higher. One time, she threw it extra high, and when she ran to catch the ball, she tripped on a tree stump. The ball fell and plopped right down into the royal well. She raced over to fetch her ball before it dropped too far, but by the time she got there, she could no longer see it in the water. "Oh no," she moaned. "This is terrible." Just then, a small green frog poked its head above the water. "Maybe I can help you," said the frog. "Yes," said the princess. "Please get my ball." "No problem," said the frog. "But first, there's something I must ask of you." "What do you mean?" said the princess. "It's for you to spend time with me today," said the frog.
I'm not sure I know what that means, said the princess. Just spend time with me today, repeated the frog. All right then, fine, said the princess. Now please, get my ball. I'm on it, said the frog. He dived deep into the well. A few moments later, up he came with the ball held high in one hand. Thank you, said the princess, taking it from him. She turned to go. Wait a minute, said the frog. You promised to spend time with me today. I already did, she said with a shrug, and the princess walked back to the palace. That night at dinner with her family and the royal advisor, there was a knock on the door. The servant opened the door and saw no one there. The frog, standing down low, cleared his throat.
"The princess promised to spend time with me today," said the frog in as loud a voice as he could. "So here I am." "Daughter," said the king from the far end of the table, "did you promise to spend time with this frog, as he claims?" "Sort of," said the princess. After a pause, she added, "Oh, very well. Come on in." The servants quickly set a new place setting for the frog, and he hopped over to the royal dining table. Conversation turned into a topic of concern in the kingdom. None of the royal advisors knew what to do. "Father, if I may," said the princess, "perhaps we could—" "Stop," said the king, cutting her off. "I have enough advisors, believe me." "If I may," said the frog, and it was the first time he had spoken at the table.
There's more to a princess than her fine crown and royal dresses. The princess stared at the frog. How could this little frog, more than anyone else, understand such a thing? After dinner, the frog bowed to the princess. He said, "You have done what you said you would do. I suppose it's time now for me to go." "No, wait," said the princess. "It's not that late. How about a walk in the garden?" The frog was delighted. The two of them walked in the royal garden, the frog hopping along the stone wall so he and the princess were at the same level and could talk easily. They laughed about many things. Later, when the sun set, they admired the deep rosy reds it cast in the sky. The princess said, "You know, being with you tonight was a lot more fun than I thought."
"I had a very good time too," said the frog. "Who knew?" said the princess with a laugh. She leaned over and hugged the frog lightly. At once, there was a puff of clouds and smoke. The small green frog had changed into a young prince. The princess jumped back in surprise. And who could blame her? The prince quickly told her not to worry, that all was well. Years before, an evil witch had put a spell on him that he must stay a frog until he was hugged by a princess.
The witch had laughed an evil laugh, saying, "Like that will ever happen," but it did. Now, the prince and princess could get to know each other better. Years later, after they were married, they had a beautiful setting made for all the ball and placed it on the royal dining table. And when the sunlight shone in through the palace windows, the ball sparkled for all to see. The end.
Nah, mungkin segitu dulu stok dari kita pada malam hari ini. Jangan lupa cuci muka,
Sikat gigi, cuci kaki,
Cuci hati.
dan cuci pikiran.
Nah, sebelum kalian tidur, kita bakal muterin beberapa lagu buat nemenin malam hari kalian.
Good night, dah.
Well, it goes like this. You find out you have similar interests. You use your finite sense of humor to entertain her, but you're always wondering what she'll infer. Oh, such complex human nature. Oh, she's the best. You keep on sending her these hilarious image tags, always on the hunt for what you should send next, second guessing and perplexed. Guess her attention's got you vexed, worried you'll soon run out of jest. But don't worry about it, we're just as clueless as the rest. We're all just looking to connect, with no idea of what happens next. Probably alone with nothing left. You love the way she makes you feel. You start to synchronize your meals. You compromise, you make some deals. Swapped excitement for some comfort. Back where you started, it's just the same old song and dance, a safety net or a love trance. You make them witness promises, bound by jewels, your happiness. Your love's just not like how it was, living with these many monuments of your love, blessings from up above. But her focus is not on you, and the love escapes you too. But don't worry about it, we're just as clueless as the rest. We're all just looking to connect, with no idea of what happens next. flag. You can lose at any time, talking better about some bullshit at Valentine's. But baby, well, that's just the game, and maybe you'll win just the same. And we'll find love through the ages as time goes by. In your teen years where love is shy, in your 20s when it's wrong, flirty 30, romance has thought, roaring 40, sparks has stopped, nifty 50, my sex drive drops. In the 60s I need you with me, will you spend forever with me?
You have reached the voicemail box of
Calling you late at night, talking about nothing, but we're always laughing. This time conversation, they raise my affections. Those were the good times, and I miss the old times. Have I told you lately that I miss you badly? Sometimes I wish that I could still call you mine, still call you mine. Now all I've got is the stain on my blue jeans. The only way I could remember that you were once mine. Your voice were lullabies. I would be listening till I was sleeping, but our situations, it stopped our relations. Why did we end it? Don't want to believe it, 'cause I'm feeling lately that I miss you badly. Sometimes I wish that I could still call you mine, still call you mine. Now all I've got is the stain on my blue jeans. The only way I could remember that you were once mine.
in without really entering the world. I'm glad whenever I can share a laughter, that funny little girl. Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind? Each time I think I'm close to knowing, she keeps on growing. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Sleep in our eyes, her and me, at the breakfast table. Barely awake, I let precious time go by. Then when she's gone, there's that odd melancholy feeling and the sense of guilt I can't deny. What happened to the wonderful adventures? The places I had planned for us to go. Well, some of that we did, but most we didn't. And why, I just don't know. Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind? Each time I think I'm close to knowing, she keeps on growing. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Sometimes I wish that I could freeze the picture and save it from the funny tricks of time. Slipping through my fingers. School bag in hand, she leaves home in the early morning, waving goodbye with an absent-minded smile.
All I want is nothing more, to hear you knocking at my door. 'Cause if I could see your face once more, I could die a happy man, I'm sure. When you said your last goodbye, I died a little bit inside. I lay in tears in bed all night, alone without you by my side. But if you loved me, why'd you leave me? Take my body, take my body. All I want is, and all I need is, to find somebody. I'll find take my body. All I want is, and all I need is to find somebody. I'll find somebody.